Sorry guys, today I'm going to be setting a bad example. 16-year-old Lagavulin, good smoky late peated whiskey, one of my favorites. I also smoke a pipe, cigars, not just vape. I'm enjoying a cigarette. We're out here at the balcony.
Yeah, terrace, balcony.
Had to get the cat back inside. He was doing his Spider-Man act again, trying to get into the neighbor's section on one side, then on the other.
Not good.
Not good, not good. But something else we wanted to discuss was also not good. Not quite as bad as the cat getting out of control, although who knows.
So we all know about the new mini-event that ended today. And I was trying to burn through my 100 lightnings that I purchased, and I got through almost all of them, like all but like 36, and I'd already done some runs from like the 16 and stuff like that. But my phone died, and so I couldn't claim my prizes. I got home less than an hour later.
Same here, by the way.
And they had switched over the events. When I first logged in, it said results. Clicked on results and it took me to Fortification Frenzy, no prizes. I emailed PG, as I always do. I try to give them a chance to remedy the situation. And their remedy was, oops, sorry, you should have claimed your prizes.
And there was like a window of what, an hour to do it?
While you were playing, and now it's over. Too bad for you. I will add that at the end. And my response back to them, because I closed the ticket, as I always do, was I started a new ticket and said, hey, look at the previous ticket. You know, I didn't get my prizes, and the reason for that was because I was burning through energy, which I now wasted 100 energy. I didn't get that, and I didn't get any of my prizes for spending the time or the money to do that, because energy does cost rubies.
Oh, it costs lightning, which costs rubies, yeah.
Yeah, so rubies.
They also had
2,300 rubies, actually, for 100
No, but
energies.
wait, you spent 2,300 rubies, or you used
I used 10 energy packs, but 10 energy packs equals 2,300 rubies.
I was going to say, sorry to interrupt you, they had that pack for 99, the starter. The starter pack, guess what? That's gone too. That had 2,000 rubies.
Yeah.
You know, 61 hour speed ups or 20. I don't remember what the hell. It was a good deal for a dollar. It was a good deal. Yeah. So it's funny that PG gives you these good deals. Then it just gives them for a very short period of time, and then so they technically gave them to you, but very few people had a chance to get them. And even for the prizes that you were entitled to at the end of an event, you don't get if you didn't happen to be on in that hour.
Yeah.
And the real issue here is this: PG is trying to cram in more events because they realized they asked for too many sigils, or people started complaining the dragons became too damn expensive. So rather than admitting their mea culpa, that's a Latin expression for guild, my guild, not mine, theirs. But, you know, so technically they're giving you more events and chances to do this, but a lot of people can't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Which means that if they want to get the dragons, they still got to spend the money. So really they're using, PG is using CG over CS or CC. What that means is Pocket Gems is using corporate greed over customer satisfaction or customer care. And if that becomes a formula where the numerator, the top, is greater than the bottom, then you have to start giving them a coefficient rating of 1 point something of how much they
suck.
Yeah, sure. There you go. Suck is a good word.
They suck. Because I did the same thing with 100 energies on my my mini account, and that got me almost 600 sigils. So now I'm out the 600 sigils, the rubies, all the other little prizes. It's not a lot, but it's substantial when you think of that. Not only am I out that stuff, but I'm also out the 10 energy packs, which is worth 2,300 rubies. So you combine that
600. I'm sorry to interrupt you. 600 sigils is a lot, guys. For lower level players, it's a lot, and even for higher level players, because if you have to open up a set of 10, you might get 600 in 10 gold chests, but you probably won't. You'll probably have to open up at least 2 sets of chests, and sometimes 3.
Yep.
So, you know, if you average that out between 20 to 30 chests, that will cost you between 8 to 12,000, 10,000 gems, probably, on the average.
Okay. So
That's about $40 in terms of sigils. Well, they give you other shit besides that, but still. Yeah?
Yeah, so it's just something else PG is doing that I think they really need to look into beyond the fact that they, with their other policies on how they're dealing with people that are cheating, and the way they are dealing with just basic customer service, the way they're forcing people out of the game every day, either by banning them or making it too expensive to play.
Yeah.
Or just making it unfun.
Sure.
Is unfun a word?
Should be. So guys, like I said, if you lost some prizes you feel you were entitled to, drop comments on our video. We're trying to
We're trying to give a place, because PG's always their standard response, oh, we know about the issue, sorry, we're looking into it, or sorry, too bad for you, or their too basic response, we're looking into it, which is...
And from what I found out, this was actually done by other games owned by PG.
Yes.
With algorithms, and one of the players did complain that they were bans, and
yeah,
for no reason. They didn't cheat, they didn't really offend anyone, they didn't even break or violate any company policy. And one of the other people who does videos wrote us saying, well, you know, usually it's for something like racism or cheating or something that a person did none of these things.
And I have this whole racism, like, kind of hostile gaming environment. I have to go, no, that's not it, because there was a whole team that had those nasty names that was rude and crude, and you reported to them, and they're still playing.
Yeah, sure.
So,
same as they ever were. And they were really fucking obnoxious. Guys, believe me, if somebody really got my goat, I got a mouth on me. And I don't like complaining about people, but this shit was way out of hand. This was months ago. And they were like talking a lot of dirt. And even if they were just talking dirt, forget that part. They were just interfering with other conversations that I couldn't have with people because they were scaring other people. I mean, in a way I don't give a fuck, but if it starts to interfere with all of that, and nobody there had any problems, and the way they were acting was really pretty fucking bad.
And weren't their names like Pussy Sucker and
things like that. But it's not.
That's completely acceptable, and you don't get banned for that.
Yeah. No, but forget about the handles. They can call themselves whatever they want.
My point on this is not that they were calling themselves something rude and crude, but if PG is saying
they were interfering with conversations, they were talking shit to a lot of other players.
No. My point of this is PG is saying that one of the reasons they're banning people is because of inappropriate behavior. If that's not considered inappropriate behavior,
what is?
What is?
Like I said, I'm not for censorship. I'm not for having an excessively controlled environment, but when people are going to be acting like a bunch of rabid assholes, that's something they should at least get a warning or a reprimand or something that's going to hold their behavior. No, it pretty much went on business as usual.
No. I just don't know how much I believe that they're banning people for doing these behaviors when I see it over and over and over again in league chat that I just don't participate in because it gets just vulgar. Or the number of messages I know you do. Or the number of messages I receive, especially on my lower account, where for my normal account, because I'm so much ghost and they see so much Tron, I don't get a lot of harassment, but on my lower account I get a lot of shit ton of harassment on that shit.
Yeah, it seems the lower level player you are, the more flack you get, because for some people it's a psychological deterrent if you're a higher player and you can sort of kick the shit out of them, at least in the game. If you're a lower level player, well, there are also more people there, but I think psychologically, and I did notice there was a trend at one point when there were a lot of douchebags who were talking a lot of dirt. They were lower level, which there's nothing wrong with. We all have to start with something. But they all claimed to be minis of somebody else who was higher. So they were kind of making, a reference to a higher power, like, don't you dare talk shit back to me, because
I don't talk shit back to them. I just go in with my normal account and attack them.
No, that'll work.
That works.
And there's something else I wanted to mention that was kind of hold on a second, maybe pause the video.
You can't pause it.
Oh, you can't pause it. Okay. I was trying to remember something else that was bugging me with the stuff, but maybe I'll remember it in another video. But there was definitely...
There's a number of things.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so we kind of said our piece here.
Gosh. We'll post it out there. See what you guys say.
Yeah, we're also going to make an interesting video now about how if you're a junior level player, because like I said, now we're going to be making some videos for people who are more entry level, intermediates, how you can transition into a higher league and what sort of dragons to do it and what sort of tactics to use, and if you want to transition your team, how to do it like a human being without jerking anybody over or incurring the wrath of your former fellow teammates. Although some of them could be jerks as well. Oh, that's one of the things I noticed. This is not what I was thinking about before, but I did notice that some teams definitely tend to have, you know, certain characteristics, and that there are players, I understand, you know, even on, what's the word I'm looking for, douchebag brigade type teams, there may be some decent people there. I don't know how they thrive, but it seems that some people, based on their team status, do assume it's alright to talk smack to others if they have a lower ranking team. You know? And there definitely seems to be, not always, but some types of correlation. Sometimes, of course, there's camaraderie. But as I was saying before, that the lower level player you are, the more flack you get for it. Anyway, something to think about. But getting back to where we started from, if you yourself lost sigils or weren't awarded your prizes and tried to straighten it out, PG, put your comments below. Tell other people it's happening to you, because people do complain about it in Facebook or forums or chat groups, but it's never really put
in one place.
Yeah, unlike some other players, maybe this is something else I wanted to mention, is we do talk about the problems of the game. You know, we don't try to be politically correct, we try to be politically courageous. And because of that, we don't really wind up belonging to some creative groups that are company sponsored and euphemized as being creative, but they're really conducive to the man. Anyway, guys, take care. Hope I gave you some food, and like I said, how does it go? Fly in peace and
Burn to pieces?
that'll work. Blow to pieces too.
Okay.
Catch you guys.